Games Workshop and 3D printing. Adapt or be left behind? Let's discuss. So 3D printing is something that's been in the background for a while now. But it feels like now it's just kind of exploded and we're kind of like on the precipice of this revolution. Well, that's how I feel anyway. I'm going to tell you why I feel. So we're not going to talk today about sort of ill feelings towards Games Workshop or anything like that. We're just going to talk about Games Workshop and how they should, and I believe they will, take on 3D printing. So before we start talking about 3D printing, I want you guys to cast your mind back to the mid-90s. And if you're a youngling, no worry, I'm going to paint a little picture about what it was like. So back in the mid-90s, we used to buy CDs. Do you remember those? Physical media, odd stuff, right? Or even tapes, like cassette tapes. Now, I was about 13, 14 in the mid-90s, well into my new metal Korn phase. Are you ready? And there was a chap at school, and his dad had this mystical machine. It was called a CD writer. Super expensive, super slow, but you used to be able to save a lot of money by copying CDs. Now, as time went on, CD writers got cheaper. They got faster. To the point where they were just packaged with PCs. Later on, you started getting things like Napster. Wait, what's Napster? What's an MP3? What, you mean for free? That is where we are now with 3D printing. The technology is pretty much already here. We're going to have a look at Hero Forge in a second, and I'm going to show you where I think Games Workshop is going to be going. But we are already at the point where 3D printers are cheap enough and accessible enough that they're going to start making an impact. And we are at the point where I believe in a few years, your mum, your dad, your auntie, they're going to have a 3D printer. Modelers are at the precipice of this revolution.
How did you do it?
Do what?
I ordered a glass of prune juice from the replicator in the Defiance mess. This is what it came in.
Right? But soon, you're going to be getting STLs and stuff like that from Amazon, mate. Right? Your mum's going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go and print off a new bowl. I'm going to go and print off a new vase for my flowers, right? That is where we are. That's coming. So Games Workshop knows this as well. They are going to have to evolve or die. That's why we're seeing them go more into, this Warhammer Plus monthly stuff. Again, we're not going to go into that, right? They know that potentially the model market is it going to crash? I don't know. There's always going to be this market for super detailed models, the official Games Workshop models. But what I think the future for Games Workshop is what we are looking at here. So this is Hero Forge. We're going to have a look at this and what you can do. So essentially, you can make your own model and colour it. So if I want to change the head, here we go, right? Let's change the head. No, let's give it a big old nose, look. Right? Give it a big old nose. Let's change the model. Let's change the pose. What do we want? Okay, so we're going to change him to a grimace. Now, this is the big thing here. Right, so you can change the pose. You can change the kind of model. The colours. You can change the colours of the model. Right? White geezer. Black geezer. Whatever, man, like whatever colour that is, right? It's like D&D stuff, right? Green geezer, we'll go with green geezer, like blue geezer, there we go. Right, so now you can make a complete model like this and get it printed in colour. This is the future. This is what Games Workshop is going to do. They are going to have some monthly pass and you will get access to the official STLs. and you will be able to do the official paint job, or like, you know, you'll save up points and you'll be able to print out like your special chapter. You'll be able to design your own chapter. Just talking about Space Marines here. You'll be able to design your own chapter. You can spend extra money, extra points, just like pay to win, like PC games and stuff. You know, you save up your points and then you're going to get new skins. And that is going to be the future. You're going to get your official skins, or you're going to get like, you know, they'll be like, they'll set out an order of like, oh, there are only 200 of these limited edition skins, and people will pay for those, and they will just go and print them on their home printer that everyone will have at that point. This is what I think is the future. This is where Games Workshop is going to go. The days of, you know, actual physical models made out of plastic and metal and stuff, we're in the end phase of that. We look here, this is the sort of quality of model we can get from 3D printing now. So these are resin printed models. I painted this one up on stream a while ago, and here we got two busts. So this one is Quan Chi from Mortal Kombat, and this is a primed Arnold Schwarzenegger head. Now look at the quality of those, and that is where we're at now. Printers are going to get better, they're going to get cheaper, and they're going to get faster, to the point where everyone is going to have one in their house, and it's going to be like a Star Trek replicator. Your mum's going to be using them, your dad's going to be using them, your bloody grand's going to be using them. That is the future, and that is where Games Workshop is going to go. If you agree with me, give me a like. If you're a super neckbeard, I don't care, give it a dislike. This is my prediction for the future. And if you really enjoy the channel, why not check out the Patreon, or you can check me out on Twitch and chat with me live.